Let's turn our attention now to Plateau State, where the federal government dispatched a powerful delegation led by Bello Matawale, the Minister of State for Defense, to communities across 3 local governments after the Christmas Eve killings in Mangu, Bacchus and Barkanladi council areas. It was accompanied by the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation and Service Chiefs. The mission was to convey the message of the President and Commander-in-Chief, his message of hope and zero tolerance for any acts that threaten the peace of communities. Funam Joshua reports.
The mood had remained grim following the Christmas Eve deadly invasion that left more than 200 people dead. Women and children were not spared. It was an act of cowardice that spurred President Tinubu into action. First, he sent Vice President Kashim Shettima, and before then, the Chief of Defense Staff and the National Security Advisor to assure the people that this kind of killings will never happen again. Today, another ray of hope for grieving communities as this delegation touched down at Hypanless by Bello Matawale. Airport ceremonies concluded. It was straight down to business. Behind these closed doors, meetings took place. Heads of security agencies, including the General Officer commanding the 3rd Division of the Nigerian Army. Meeting concluded and the visitation began. First stop was the NTV community, the area that came under attack on Christmas Eve.
And these people over Nigeria are going about killing innocent people. Are they stronger than Nigeria? Are they stronger than Nigeria?
Here, the Minister of State for Defense interacted with the locals. His message was hopeful.
You are going back to your community together with the youth. They will be there with you to protect you. We are on ground to see the enormity of the issue, number of persons who have been displaced by this crisis, number of persons who are in critical need, responses that will be adequate to take care of your immediate needs while we plan a more durable solution to relocate you back to your ancestral homes. We need your cooperation. Please work with the troops. Provide information. Provide support to these troops. The military command will ensure that you return back to the communities for the people who have been displaced, that you are able to access your homes.
After they toured affected areas, they paid a visit to the state governor.
Now we have the authority. We know their tactics. We will follow them. We will take the fight to their enclave. I directed the security, particularly the military, to look for them, not to allow them attacking our people.
What I can tell you is that between Mangu, Bocos, Barkanladi, Basa, you have some of the biggest mineral deposits in Nigeria. And that is why these places have also been the reasons why we have had these vicious attacks.
With today's visit and the humanitarian support, the communities will be hoping that insurgents are contained and their lives would at least assume some semblance of normalcy. After going around to assess the level of damages caused to this community by the perpetrators, the delegation assured that all the perpetrators involved in this act will be arrested and face the full wrath of the law. Funam Joshua, TVC News, Barkanladi.
Our correspondent Godwin Agwem has been monitoring the development in Plateau. He joins me now from Mangu IDP camp. Godwin, what's the new year like where you are?
All right, Nifemi, happy new year to you. As we speak now, I am at the Pilot Primary School in Mangu local government area of the state. And of course, in this IDP camp, over 1,000 persons are taking refuge here And this is aside the over 100,000 persons that have been displaced in the community. There are other IDP camps in the local government here. When we came this morning, we met the IDPs celebrating the New Year in the church service. They had a church service, and of course they are celebrating the New Year with mixed feelings. Of course, mixed feelings on one hand, they are happy that yes, they are alive, they are seeing the New Year, despite all what happened to them in the previous year, where the loss of life, the lost properties, they lost their farm produce, and a lot of other things they lost. So they are thanking God for their life. And of course, on the other hand, they are also are not happy that they are celebrating the New Year in an IDP camp like this, rather than celebrating it at the comfort of their home, where they would have had the leisure of going to their farmlands and coming back and enjoying themselves at the comfort of their home. With me here, I have the Director of Culture, Mangu Development Association. It's nice having you on TVC News.
Thank you.
Please tell us your name.
My name is Matthias Ibrahim Sohoden, Director of Culture, Mangu Development Association.
Okay, all right. Tell us, how long has this IDPs, how long have they been in this camp?
They have been for up to 7 months now, since May 16th, when this attack started. It started in a Moorish community where a Fulani man named Ori killed a Moravul man named Aaron from Moorish community. So after that attack, there was a lot of attacks which took place within that community. Juakme Tumbi, Dumanan, from the other end, is an unprovoked attack. After that attack, the thing shifted to another community here around the Panyam site, that is Changal community, that is Gwet community, Kombli community, where a lot of people were killed. At the moment, you discover that a lot of people were killed, and it is because of the prompt action of the government. If not, a lot of people would have been wiped out by these terrorists.
Is this to say that you are satisfied with the way the federal government is handling this issue?
Well, we appreciate the prompt action of the federal government, especially the government, the people's government, that is Tinubu's government, because since the attack started, we have seen his intervention through his wife, whereby over 500 people were benefited from 1 million, and after which there was a lot of prompt military action, where we see the action of the armed forces, especially the chief of army stars coming to the Mangu, and we have a lot of action. If not, this attack would have been something else.
All right, thank you very much. Nifemi, we also have another woman here who has 4 children, and she lost her husband during this crisis. Please, let's have you. All right, tell us your name.
My name is Alfia Friday, sir.
Okay, explain to us what led to the death of your husband.
My husband died on 16 May by the Fulani attack in Changal.
How did this happen?
On that day, I was not there because I was already go with my children. Before I know that he has already died, it's about 3 days later. After 3 days, I try his number is not going. Then I asked my colleague, then he tell me that be patient. I say, what happened? Then later he told me that they have already killed my husband by then.
Now, are you happy that you are celebrating the New Year in an IDP camp like this?
No, I'm not happy because I like to go to my house to celebrate my New Year, but no anything to go there because the Fulani will not leave us to go out to our village again. But here is not my house. That is why I'm not happy to celebrate New Year in IDP camp.
Now, before I let you go, tell us what would you want the federal government and the state government to do to make you happy?
I want government to help us, give us the security to go and sit on our village, to build our house, so that maybe we will go and sit down there. Because now that we don't have security on our village, nobody will go there. Even last 2 weeks, we go to find firewood. Fulani go and run. They follow us there, that they will kill us. It's only God that saved us. If not, on that day that they would already kill us.
Thank you very much. Okay, Nifemi, it's truly a mixed feelings here. Of course, it is obvious that the IDPs here are celebrating this new year with mixed feelings. And of course, they are celebrating it with joy, thanking God for their life. But of course, they will feel better if they will be able to return back to their communities so that they can celebrate this kind of festive period in their various homes. Thank you very much, Nifemi.
Thank you, Godwin, for the update there. Godwin Agwam live for us at the internally displaced persons camp in Mangu. Mangu is in Plateau State. Now, let's turn to other stories. The Nigerian